Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of Australia, ladies and gentlemen of the world. Your old mate Dan the Poet here from Mordialloc, Australia. I've written a piece of poetry that describes the pitfalls of democracy throughout history, ever since democracy was first established, that is, which goes back a long way. The title is The Death of Democracy. So here we go. The Death of Democracy. The death of democracy. It took place one day. It was killed by bureaucracy. It was murder, they say. The death of democracy. They said it was true. It was buried in closed courts that nobody knew. The death of democracy. The papers all tell. 'Twas blocked by bureaucracy and the black lies they sell. The death of democracy. So evil, such sin, it was burned in bureaucracy and thrown in the bin. The death of democracy. The people won't show their lies and hypocrisy. Its psych wards don't know. The death of democracy. It stumbled, then fell. It's more than bureaucracy, but of spies they won't tell. The death of democracy. The disease and the pain. It's blatant hypocrisy from the truth or refrain. The death of democracy. It brought all to tears, and its evil hypocrisy had gone on for years. The death of democracy. All said they had seen the burning hypocrisy, the states and the Queen. The death of democracy. They years later learned, and its evil hypocrisy in their gas chambers burned. The death of democracy. The wars that all knew. The heads of hypocrisy and the hangman the clue. The death of democracy. The leaders had sinned. They locked them in psych wards and their rights they impinged. The death of democracy. All called for its wake. In the papered bureaucracy, how long did it take? The death of democracy. The black lies and sin. They'd burn down bureaucracy and its agents within. It's the death of democracy. All people they saw. 'Twas bread and autocracy and the paper work war. It's the death of democracy. All said they had seen and dictated autocracy to our gold and our green. The death of democracy. All knew it was true. Dictated autocracy, but its leaders they knew. For the death of democracy. All said they will pay, that the hangman and cook goose will both come their way. The death of democracy. All said they will rue the sins and hypocrisy and the foreign spies too. Through the eyes of democracy, the people they'd seen, and the rape of democracy on the gold and the green. Through the death of democracy and the dark clouds all saw, they said, God save the people from the evils of war. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The death of democracy and the way it slowly dies before it's buried under dictatorship. Hooroo!